Thanks for joining. Toasters, thanks for joining. A toast to the network, a toast to the men network. What you got, SD, putting in double duty today. Today, of course, we had a hot topic about the guy Kevin Samuels. He's a brother, regardless if we agree or disagree or indifferent with one another. We're all cousins, brothers and sisters. We're all connected through the source. And so I wanted to touch on something else in regards to Kevin Samuels and his subject matter, but I want to broaden the conversation. I really do. I want to broaden. I think this is a good opportunity to broaden that conversation. And I got my lovely wife, Yaya, with us. How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm
Are
good.
you good?
Yes.
How's how you been treating the day, and how's the day been treating you?
I've had control of the day, so that's a good thing. I didn't let the day control me.
Good, good, good. I think I hear an echo. You got your volume up real loud.
Um, I don't. Yeah, I do. Okay. What
Okay,
about now?
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. So the topic, of course, is men should speak their truth, but can women handle the truth? We could start there and kind of broaden the discussion. Kevin Samuels was known for being unapologetically truthful or speaking his truths uh, from his perspective. He took a lot of hits for it, was criticized a lot for speaking his truths. And what I believe is he was criticized by a lot of people for speaking his truth, but also for his delivery. A lot of people didn't like his delivery. I personally like straight shooters, even if I don't agree with the content, even if I uh, may have a personal gripe with them. Just in my real life, I love straight shooters. I like it straight and raw because you can't misinterpret what a person is saying. Uh,
Right.
yeah, I have problems with coded language. I can figure it out, I can understand it, but I don't want to go through all the hassle. I have problems with passive aggressive language and communication. I just like it straight. So I had no problem with them. Uh, as far as the delivery, man, I'm a gentleman at heart. So I can give you something straight, but I think I know how to deliver it to you where I get my point across. But yeah, I ain't gonna soften it really. I'm not gonna coddle you, but I will give it straight and you'll definitely know where I'm coming from. So I think I don't know this man personally, didn't know him personally, but I think he did that by design because in the social media world on YouTube, even if you talk straight, if you're not controversial one way or the other, one end of the spectrum or the other, I don't think you really go viral. So we'll take the guy on the opposite end of the spectrum, and that would be Derek Jackson, right?
Okay.
Right. So
Right.
so he's a total opposite
Mm-hmm.
of Kevin Samuels.
Mm-hmm.
Total opposite. He coddled to women. Was very direct with men, with brothers, but he wasn't honest with women. And we kind of find out he wasn't honest with women in his private life, in his personal life.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a huge following. Women loved him. Majority of women did not like Kevin Samuels. He was very direct. He didn't cater. He didn't coddle. But they're both extremes. So these guys
Right.
both had huge followings.
Right.
Can women just handle the raw truth in general?
I know that I've struggled with that. Um, Even when you and I converse, I know sometimes you'll come direct and a little bit firm, And then I'll say to you, can you soften up? Can you say this a little softer? That's how I digest it. And you will go, no, that's not me.
Right.
But I think we just feel like feel like our dad is fussing at us when you come in a little firm, and then we start to feel like a little kid or a little child, and we
Right.
don't like that feeling. So I don't know. I think we can, for the most part, handle the truth, but I think we put a lot of emphasis on delivery
Okay.
more than what's being said. We think about and are hurt more about how it's said.
Okay. So just looking over your life, we take your dad, um, school administrators, teachers, anything at the job, anything, someone who had a say so, someone who has some authority. Uh, when they talk softly or beat around the bush or it's kind of passive aggressive, did they get the most out of you? Or if they was direct, pull no punches. And when I say direct, that doesn't entail screaming, hollering, cussing. I'm just saying direct and raw, the straight truth. Did they get the most out of you?
No, and that was because when somebody comes giving directions and it's soft, we feel like, okay, he's correcting me,
Hmm.
but I have 2, 3, or 4 more opportunities to get. No, I'm just saying, I have 3 or
Whoa.
4 more opportunities to get this right, and he's not going to be mad if I don't get it right on the second try or the third try. But when you come with the rah rah, it's a different feeling, and it's like we know we got to get it right the first time, and I think that adds a little bit more stress.
That's a good stress.
I,
I
I,
think
I
I think
know.
people need to be on their A game and giving their best effort.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is when a brother is passive aggressive, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about men in general.
Mm-hmm.
When they're passive aggressive,
Can I
uh,
drink some of my Dr. Pepper?
yeah, too nice, of course. You're being sarcastic.
No.
uh, they can be taken advantage of, and you don't have a sense of urgency to do something correctly or efficient on the
Mm-hmm.
first try.
Mm-hmm. We, there's a desire to get it right, but it removes the anxiety.
Okay, so check this out. Let's say a woman is overweight
Okay.
and her guy wants her to lose some weight. It's an issue for him. She's gained a lot of weight. And I know women are gonna say, man, she could have had a medical condition, she could have been in a car wreck, whatever. Man, that's under 1%. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a unique case. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about the majority. The majority of women are overweight because they don't exercise. So we'll just do that, right?
Okay.
So if man A says, babe, you probably need to go to the gym, man. I think I see you picking up some weight. That's man A.
Okay.
Man B says, babe, I'm noticing hey, you getting some love handles. You're getting some love handles. Come on, you need to lose these love handles. I ain't digging that.
Oh
You
my
need to lose.
God.
No, I'm just saying, which man is gonna get the most out of that woman?
It's gonna be man B. And I know
It's gonna make her
I
feel
know
no.
you
It's gonna make her feel uncomfortable, right?
right,
But
but
she's gonna be motivated to take care of it right then, to get
right,
on it,
right.
right? When we're too, and I think this is most people. When we're too comfortable, we're not motivated to act. We're not
Right.
motivated
We
to
feel
get it
like
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We feel like you're allowing us a couple of times to get it right and mess up, get it right and mess up before we get it right at 100%.
But why not be motivated, period, just to do the right thing like the first time? Is that just not how women operate?
I think for the majority, yes, we want to get it right. I just think we overthink things too.
So going back to Kevin Samuels,
Hmm.
he told some raw truths. And a lot of people they didn't like his delivery, they didn't like what he was saying. But I really didn't hear anybody saying he was a liar. I really didn't.
No,
I didn't hear anybody saying he was lying. I think a lot of complaints were his delivery. But hey, we you and I agree that the direct person gets the most out of you, out of anyone. When you're direct and clear and raw, you'll get the most. You get the better results and the better return.
hmm,
Uh, when you're passive aggressive and nice, and kind and nice is not the same. You can be direct and kind. You can be raw and kind, but nice is a different thing. When you're passive aggressive and nice, you don't get the best results out of anything. I'm talking about if you're doing business,
right.
out of your kids, anything, man. You got somebody servicing your car, man. If they think you're passive aggressive, or weak, and a nice guy, man, they will get over on you. Anybody.
That's so true. That's so
And
true.
so he stirred the pot. He definitely stirred the pot, but I think it was needed. I think it was needed. Like I said, I'm a gentleman at heart, but I'm very direct and raw. But we just got different deliveries, and that's okay.
Hmm.
Everybody's different. Everybody has a part to play on this landscape and this on this stage called life, Earth. And so, he brought what he brought to the table, and which I think was great. He lived his truth, and I respect guys who can be them, unapologetically them, and face that storm because he faced he faced many storms. You know,
Right.
yeah. When they're starting petitions to get you off of social media, to get you off of YouTube, you've ruffled some feathers.
But I used to tell you that I know you said he spoke his truth,
Mhm.
but I wonder if that was really him or if that was for numbers. Because like, I would tell you, we haven't run into anybody or we haven't heard of anybody who went to school with him, who pledged with him, who could vouch for who he is or was.
Yeah, yeah. My boy Element One podcast in here, Orlando. Hey, people, come Monday. Monday, I want to say it's gonna be 7:30. I gotta look, man. I'll update
Hmm.
you guys. I think it's gonna be 8:30 Eastern. Uh, Me and my guy are gonna do a reaction, so it might not come out until Tuesday. But yeah, we're gonna do something new. I've never done a reaction video really, to where you got the split screens and things like that, or the small screen. And I never, of course, done a reaction
I think
with,
that'll
with,
be
with someone
nice.
else. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. So I'm looking
Hmm.
forward to it. I'm looking forward to that. My guy Orlando. Yeah, yeah. But what were you saying? What was the last point you made?
See, we always do this at home too. I'll say, "Don't cut me off because I lose my thought." I
Well,
lose my thought.
well, the thing is, I'm managing the chat. I gotta manage the chat, and I gotta keep a thought. So I'm kind of new at this, but
Yeah. No, I
I
was saying.
apologize.
No, I was saying, do you think that I mean, you were saying that Kevin Samuel speaks his truth or spoke his truth. Do you think that's his truth? Do you think that's really him,
I
or
think
was
it's
that for numbers?
I think it's a part of him. I don't think it's all of him.
Hmm.
People don't get all of me. I think I share a lot. But
Yes.
they don't know all of me. You know, they don't know all of me. So
Right.
there's sides of me they don't know. It's not necessarily that I'm hiding a side of me, but there's no need for them to know it. Uh, so you speak to someone else about Kevin Samuels, they may have a whole different view. They may say
Mhm.
he's a gentle guy, a kind guy,
Mhm.
a benevolent guy. you know, um, but it's definitely something that's in him that came out. Like I have a dark side to me that can come out. I have a different side to me. So that's definitely something that came out. Was it by design? It may be because his older videos were not as raw. And
Right. Right.
yeah, yeah. And hey, we're speaking to men mostly. Yeah,
And yeah, and he looked differently. He looked
yeah,
different.
yeah. And yeah, it looked different. So he changed. He changed his whole look.
Mhm.
His production gotten better. And people are gonna notice my production get better, man. And my guy Orlando, his production is top notch, man. But I got some stuff planned for my studio. So yeah, I've been laying it out, and so you're gonna see a lot of changes. People gonna see a lot of changes within the next 2 months.
Right.
I'm upgrading a lot, and
Right.
so they're gonna see a lot. And so yeah, he upped this game, and
Right.
so and it worked. But he had a good message. He stood his ground. Uh, but I think he figured out that he needed to be provocative,
Mm.
to really hit another level. That's not really my thing, man. That's not
Mhm.
my thing. I like
Mhm.
content, so I focus on the content.
Right.
Yeah, so that's not my thing. Yeah, yeah. My brother says his body changed a lot in 2 years. Yeah, yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
Money carries a frequency, and sometimes we have to move in phase. It changes you, no doubt, man. When you start making a certain kind of salary, earning a certain type of money, you eat better, you drink better, you know, um, you sleep better.
Right.
Everything is better, man. The sex is better. Everything, your haircut is better.
Mhm.
You start spending, 80 dollars to $100 on a haircut. So it's a whole different experience, and you feel
Right.
better.
Right.
Yeah, just everything changes. Where you shop at, the food you get, everything changes, and that's a frequency. And so, yeah, yeah, your skin starts looking better.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah,
Mhm.
no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. So we see, and I talked in this earlier.
Mhm.
A lot of women, particularly black women, are celebrating uh, his passing, and some men. I saw on Twitter last night that Dion said something to the extent of he hopes this isn't true about Kevin Samuels, and a brother said, if it is true, he said, Coach Prime, you don't want to go where he's going because it would be
Mm.
mighty. It would be mighty, mighty hot.
Mm.
So this brother condemned Kevin Samuels to hell. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, man, that's pretty extreme.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty extreme, man. Like he really got under people's skin,
And that was
and
from a guy?
that was from a guy. Yeah, on Dion's page on Twitter. That was from a guy, which
Wow.
shocked me. But what gets uh, dismissed a lot or not spoken on is he held men accountable too. Yeah, he would tell men step your game up. Like he told something recent I heard was he told men, listen, man, if your money ain't right, if your life ain't right, you don't need to be on social media talking about politics or anything, these current events. You need to focus on getting your money right. And
Mm.
and he's right. Yeah, he critiqued men a lot. Uh, so yeah, he held men's feet to the fire also. But but the thing is, we don't take it to heart most of us don't take it to heart. As long as we feel like you're not simping and catering to women. So we take criticism. I think we take criticism a lot better than women take it.
Mm,
Oh yeah, we,
maybe.
we're we're used to we're used to being held accountable. We don't get it from early age. We can't get away with what women get away with. Little boys don't get away with girls get away with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're just held to a different standard. You know, we can't have lapses, mental lapses. We don't get any respect if we have mental lapses. If we're goofy, if we're absent minded, we're not respected, right? If we're forgetful, we're not respected. If we do something that doesn't make sense to the masses, like why did you wear that? Why did you walk down there? Why
Right.
were you over there by yourself?
Yes.
Why did you we was like what were you thinking?
Right.
What were you thinking? You know, you can't ask women that. Now I will. I would ask the women that's close to me. I'll hold them accountable. I'll ask you, man, what were you thinking? Why'd you do that? But
I
I'm talking about
know.
in general, and you can't do that.
I so dislike that question too.
What were you thinking?
Yes. What were you
Why?
thinking? It's like that child feeling again because you not only do you say that, but it's the delivery. You know.
My boy Element One podcast. He says anyone celebrating the death of another man has something wrong within. But on the other hand, the universe has laws. The more you create friction, the harder the opposite reaction hits you. I agree. He created the energy of hate as he
Mm-hmm.
came often harsh with his critics.
Right.
He did. He was harsh. Like I said, man, I agree for the most part. For the most part, with the message, it was the delivery. I felt like was the entertainment part
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
was abused. It was provocative,
Right.
right? And so it got a lot of views.
Yeah.
You know, uh, he where he really went viral was with the young girl. He asked her would would she want her son dating her,
Yeah.
and she said
And she
no.
said no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when he really went viral. But she said no.
Mm-hmm.
But her expectation in a man was so high,
Mm-hmm.
what she wanted. But she even said she wouldn't want her own son dating her.
Yeah.
So that's not really on Kevin Samuels, but that's what took him viral. And people criticized him on that, but he was pointing out
Yeah.
something that there are a lot of delusional people,
Right.
delusional women out there who want something they can't even attract with their energy.
Right. I want to say he you could really say he had a subtle way of making women do some shadow work too.
Right. It's all about how you receive stuff.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of women have said that he helped them in their marriage.
Yeah.
That yeah, they had to look at some stuff and really do that shadow work and dig deep and be honest with themselves. You know, you can expound on this. He said, "You guys have a good one. Keep them coming, brother. SD and sister. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you,
Thank
brother.
you.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to take a flight, man. Safe travels, brother. But I believe women have at least two faces.
Mm.
Yeah, I do. I do. I believe women have at least two faces. A face uh for the public, and she has
Mm-hmm.
this face for family, and sometimes she has another face with her spouse.
Mm.
You know, I think you women are the masters of emotion, so you can put on different faces and play the game and play a role. uh, or a man, it's hard for a man to put on different faces. It's hard. It's hard for him to do that. But a woman can have many faces, and I
I
think you guys do that for survival. Go ahead.
I think there are a high number of men with two faces too. I mean, when you compare who a man is when he's out in corporate America
Hmm.
and then he comes home, it's not that same person. So there are a high number of men, working in corporate. They are putting on another face when they walk in the door.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I just kept to myself. Yeah, I didn't want to
Now,
put on another face.
yeah, now I agree with that. I don't believe they're changing faces and with relationships, but I do believe it's high. Going from
Corporate to
corporate.
back home. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. It's a lot of brothers put on faces at work. Yeah, that are miserable. Can't stand those people.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing what he got to do, right? Well,
Hmm.
that's his excuse or reason. Uh, but
Or he's enjoying being in corporate and being away from home.
right, right. Yeah, that could be the case also.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So you think women put on faces within the relationship?
I've seen it. Yes,
Okay. So their spouse really doesn't even know who they are.
yes. Hmm.
Man, I knew this. I knew this older couple. And it's crazy. Man. I knew this older couple. The woman dipped. I think I told you this before. The woman dipped. She chewed tobacco.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
And
had no idea.
her husband had no idea, and they had been together for 40 years,
Right. See.
and he had no idea she chewed tobacco. That's
Hmm.
the craziest thing. I was like, how do you even hide something like that?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's wild to me.
I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. We were talking about how women can, some of us love to gossip. We love gossip, but our spouses hate gossip.
Hmm.
So we know a few people who would get off work, get in the car, make phone calls to, you know, gossip about different people and be that person. But as soon as they pulled up at home, then it's like, oh girl, okay, I'll talk to you later. So they go in the house and then there's no gossip because the husband doesn't like gossip, but he has no idea
Yeah,
she's a
yeah,
gossiper in the
yeah.
car. She just shut it off when she got
Right.
home.
Yeah, yeah. I hate gossip. Yeah, I hate gossip. Man,
Yeah.
I got in trouble. I got in trouble as a kid for kind of checking my mom on that.
Mhm.
We had just come from church,
Mhm.
and the pastor sermon was about gossip. And so as soon as we get home, you know what y'all women used to do, whatever.
Mhm.
I still do some of them. And we got
Mhm.
home. My mama got on that phone,
See.
talking to a
Yeah.
woman she had just seen at church, and they're gossiping about somebody else in church.
Right.
I'm like 10 or 11, and I told my mom, I said, didn't the pastor just say we shouldn't gossip?
She didn't like that.
Oh
Ooh.
man, she got so mad at me.
A child trying to
She got
call her
man,
out.
she got so mad, and I said, Mom, if you don't want me to know the truth, don't take me to church.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
she went in her room and shut the door. Yes, I've been like this.
Yeah.
I've been I've been direct, and just me speaking my mind,
Mhm.
speaking my truth, being direct. But you know what? I like it direct too. I like people to talk directly to me.
I know.
I love that. Even if they disagree, we're gonna keep it respectful. But even if they disagree with me, just give it to me straight.
Mhm.
I love that because I could trust that.
And I know you and I have this conversation sometimes because when I'm telling a story,
Hmm.
I know they can be long and lengthy. and I pause
Mhm.
in between telling the story. And when I pause, I can see you kind of do this or do that, like you're signaling me, go ahead and get to the end of the story or get to the meat of the story.
Right.
But I gotta go through the potatoes and the gravy and all that stuff before I get to the end. So I want you to know all of that.
Man, women in general. My boy Patrice O'Neal spoke on this. Women in general are the worst storytellers, man.
We are. But
Are the worst storytellers.
I believe it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I just don't want to leave anything out, so I gotta tell it really slow, really
Well,
slow.
but some of the stuff doesn't even. It's not even important for the story. I mean, but I listen.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I listen. But yeah. So we got to keep telling our truth, regardless.
Hmm.
Regardless if the woman can take it, brothers need to keep telling their truth. That's what you're saying. But we need to be cognizant of our delivery.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, like you said earlier, if a brother's beating around the bush, passive aggressive, she's not going to be motivated and feel that sense of urgency
Oh no,
to,
she won't.
to get on top of it,
No,
to take care of business.
not at all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's cool. It's
That's
good. It's
and
great.
I know time is very important to you too.
Right,
So it's like we've made a personal decision to stretch the time on when we complete this task.
right.
When your expectation is get it done right now.
Yeah, I just believe let's get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do what we got to do. Let's take care of business. It's just to me, it's just about being a grown up. And I talked about this earlier about generalized expectations. Uh, you can't really sometimes expect people to just be responsible and be efficient and be prompt. You know, but the thing to that, people put on different faces
Yeah.
in a relationship in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning until they get
Mm-hmm.
comfortable and feel like they're locked in, and then you'll
Exactly.
see something else. Yeah.
It's funny you bring up expectations right now because I mean less than 45 minutes ago I was having a conversation with my mother and she was just sounding down. And I said, "What's going on?" She said, I just look at things that people do and I would not do those things and I just don't understand why they do them and it upsets me. I said, me and Stacy have the conversation all the time. I said, but he says have no expectations. If you don't expect things from people, then you don't have to get mad when it doesn't happen. So she paused. She said, he is right. He is right. She said, I got to stop expecting so much from people
Yeah.
because that adds a lot of stress and it adds a lot of anxiety. And she said, if I don't stop doing that, I'm going to end up right back in the hospital. Those were her
Yeah.
exact words.
That's true. I try not to expect anything.
Hmm.
Nothing really surprises me, and it's not that I look so lowly of people. No,
Yeah.
I just allow people to be human, and I got to be allowed to be human because I've
Mm.
I've disappointed people. I've dropped the ball in my life at times. So we think people think they're the smartest and the best people, and other people are inadequate. But
Yeah.
we all have dropped the ball. We all have
Mhm.
failed
Mhm.
to meet expectations in life.
Mhm.
All of us. So if you want to be allowed to be forgiven and to be human, you gotta put out that same energy. That's just how that's how I feel. All of us got to do that. But
Right.
we have these expectations, these generalized expectations, and people don't meet them, and we just think they're inadequate. But and I fall into that too sometimes with communication. I don't understand why people don't communicate a certain way. It frustrates me. But I got to understand and remember that, man, we come from different families, we have different experiences,
Mhm.
different just everything, man. Different
Mhm.
vulnerabilities, different insecurities, different strengths. So we got to be compassionate and patient with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even Jesus struggled with patience. You know what I'm saying? Several times he got upset or impatient with the disciples
Mm.
to why they wouldn't get to certain lessons, why they didn't understand certain things. He would get
Right.
impatient. And really, if you read it, you're like talking to them in a condescending way. It's like, man. And so, that's the thing, man. We just got to be compassionate because we want that same energy returned to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. Anything else you want to touch on?
No, no. I think I got it all in there.
Okay.
This was good.
Yeah, yeah. This was good. So, yeah, man, I'm getting the hang of this live. I like this
You
live.
got this down.
Yeah, I like
I
this
see
live. This,
you.
this, this was it. This is it. This live is what's happening.
I
I,
see you.
yeah, I can dig this. I could dig this. I'm telling you,
You-
it was intimidating. I've been putting it off for months. I've been putting it off for months.
No one would ever think that.
Yeah, I've been putting it off for months. I've been preparing my mind for months to go live. I guess this is my second or third week going live.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And you
the
know what
thing
my
was,
struggle is. My struggle is the same too. But ooh, I think my anxiety starts to increase as soon as I hit that button. But I know I just got to do it.
yeah, I mean, well, the thing that was intimidating with the live is there's no editing,
Yeah. Mhm.
right? There's no
Once
editing.
it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah, and I'm more cautious, not just about me, but if I have a
Mhm.
guest on and they say something that can't be retracted, they might just misspeak,
Yeah.
say something they really didn't mean. So I'm more protective of the guest, thinking about, man, the guest saying something,
Right.
and people really coming down on them uh,
Mhm.
because there's no editing when you go live.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can dig this. I'm digging this. Yeah. When I had Soul on, I
Mhm.
wanted to go live then, but I
Mhm.
didn't. I'll be honest, I did not have the confidence, and I wasn't concerned about Soul. Soul used to going live, yeah. But from a technical side, I was like, man, if something goes wrong, I just didn't have that confidence. But then I started doing test runs, doing pilot runs, and I was like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this.
So you were more concerned with the sound and
Yeah, something going
how
wrong.
professional it would look.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what my thing was. But yeah, this is cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is
I
cool.
just want to say, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I mean, there's a lot that I didn't care for regarding his content and his delivery, but he deserves a rest in peace, though.
So how did you? I want to speak on that for a minute before we get out of here. How did you feel about that? Did you feel a certain way about him?
I mentioned to you the same thing each time. I really was not concerned with what he was saying. I was concerned with whether or not he was sincere and being who he was.
Right, right,
I was just kind of wondering who is this person?
right,
We haven't seen anybody who can vouch for the character.
right. Yeah, you got to be vouched for, vetted.
So,
Got to be vetted. But
mhm,
and we talked about trust before,
mhm,
and so I never listened to an entire episode of his. I would just get glimpses,
mhm.
clips. I'll get clips, but so I don't know if he's ever shared uh some vulnerability of his.
Right. See, that's
Share,
important.
yeah,
Hmm.
put some skin in the game to build that trust with people.
Right.
I don't know if he's done that. But
Right.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this though. Any woman who is attached to another man, married to another man, you know, and she feels passionate on either end of the spectrum,
Hmm.
whether she hates the ground he walks on or cherishes the ground he works on. He
Hmm.
being Kevin Samuel, he being any man,
Hmm.
Obama, Trump, any man, whether she hates or loves the ground this man or any man walks on, and she has a man, she's out of line.
Mm.
She's out of line. No man should be able to draw that type of emotion out of a woman who has a man.
Mm.
Those energies are the same. They require the same amount of force. Love and hate
Right.
come from the same
Mm.
place. And she has a man, and another man is evoking that type of emotion out of her. That man needs to question himself and his whole relationship, man.
Wow.
Yeah, she's out of pocket. She's out of pocket. But I can say you have never been passionate either way about any man other than me.
And
Cause,
they
'cause
won't.
you that day, if it ever happened, you would be for the streets. My ass. You would be for the streets. I'm telling you, man. Like for real, no woman should be that passionate. I'm talking
Yeah.
about no
Yeah.
woman should be that passionate about Jesus more than her man.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, for real. Like hey man, Jesus can have you for real. No man should nothing should be able to evoke that type of passion,
Right.
either hate or love, from a woman who's attached to a man.
Right. I agree.
Out of pocket,
I agree.
out of pocket, man. I've known women who's crazy about their pastor,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
crazy about their pastor
Mhm.
who are married women.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Running home trying to cook the pastor's favorite meal.
right. Being married.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we gotta. I've been seeing in these comments, and I be wondering sometimes. I'm like, damn, is this woman married? She got this much emotion, this much hatred for this
Yeah.
man. Is she married? Is she attached to somebody? Cause she out of pocket,
Yeah. Yeah.
and her man is. So he need to question himself. What is he doing or not doing? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Let's say we're gonna cut out. We're gonna end it here. You'll see me. You'll probably see me soon. You might see me tomorrow, y'all. You'll definitely see me Monday. You'll definitely see me Tuesday. Uh, got a lot of stuff coming to you. I'm telling you, within the next 2 months, I'll give y'all a tour how my studio is gonna look. Man, I
Look
got
at you.
huge.
Look at you.
Yeah, I got huge. I got huge plans, and it's all gonna go down within the next 2 months. So y'all stand by. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff happening.
I'm excited. I'm proud of you too.
Yeah, I got to step it up. I got to step the production up. You know, I got good content, but I got to step the production up. We're gonna take it to a whole nother level.
I know it's coming.
It's coming, no doubt. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah. What you got? What you want to end it with?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a double dose of you today.
No doubt. I had
I
to.
don't know if have you ever done that before?
Nah. Well, this is definitely my first time going
Yeah,
live two
I like
times in a
that.
day. Yeah, this is definitely. And I might it might be something I do early in the
Yeah,
day and then do something in the evening. I'll see what kind of traction it gets.
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, man.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button and subscribe. For real, man. Subscribe. You don't want to miss this content.
Yep.
And yeah, I need you right here in the beginning of the ride, man, because this thing gonna blow up. I'm gonna speak
Exactly.
it into existence. It's gonna blow
Mm-hmm.
up. But
It's already done.
yeah, that's a special appreciation for the day ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So as always, love. Peace.
Peace.